Okay. Clap sync. Even though the audio is already synced by default, so it doesn't matter. Welcome back to Chit Chats, everybody. My name is Antonio.
Pablo.
Whoa, that's not in the script.
Yeah,
Who the fuck do you think you are? Yeah, that's right.
My name's Brennen.
Yeah, that's right.
And my name is Deen, and let's have a chit chat.
Yes. We did it. We
Let's
got through
begin.
that intro somehow.
Brought to you by Ginger Snap.
Shit. He's got the gingerbread snap
hell?
Mountain Dew. Look at that.
Boy, what the hell, boy?
I refuse to believe that is good. I'm sorry. It just sounds
It's
too
not
weird.
bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Okay, I guess that's all that you could
But
ask
is it
for.
good?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I bought a 12-pack of it, so.
fair enough.
I guess.
This is not the Mountain Dew episode of Chit Chats, okay?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be, even though I brought it. Well, it's fine. No, okay. So today, guys, we have Brennen. We have Deen.
Mm-hmm.
Deen, thank you for joining us today. Usually it's just me and Brennen, but we wanted to have you on because we've had you on in a couple episodes. You've been a fun guest, so this is your next big episode appearance. And
I'm
I hope
very
that,
humbled to be here.
Yeah, that's good. And I hope that you enjoy today's episode because today, guys, we're doing another debate night episode. So we did one of these a couple months ago with Donovan. And we had a fun time doing it, so we wanted to bring it back and have... Shut up! We wanted to bring it back and...
I was trying to sing the Jeopardy theme song, and I slowly turned into My Little Mermaid.
I wasn't even sure. I thought you were just making noises. I
was trying to sing the Jeopardy theme song, but then I slowly turned into Under the Sea from Little Mermaid somehow.
Under the sea.
That's common. It happens. Basically, the way that this works, guys, is we're going to go in a circle and each present a topic of debate for the other two participants to debate over. So basically, I'll give a topic, and then Brennen and Deen will have to debate, and they have to debate the side that I choose for them. So if I choose the debate as Mario versus Sonic, I can say, okay, I want Brennen to do Sonic, and I want Deen to do Mario.
Oh, that was fun.
And then they will have a minute to present their arguments about whatever side that they have to do, and then I will choose who wins that debate, and then we'll go in a circle. Deen will pick a topic for me and Brennen. Brennen will pick a topic for me and Deen. It's pretty simple. And also, I think we have Donovan. I think he's an audience member for this episode.
He can hear us. He just said he was.
Okay, he said he can hear us. Okay, good. Because I wasn't sure. Because a minute ago we were talking to him and he was in the Taco Bell drive-thru. So hopefully Donovan got his food because we're starting this episode right now, guys. So.
Okay.
Right now. So I think because Deen is our guest for today, I think he should start and present his first topic for me and Brennen to debate. So Deen, if you would please tell us your topic and then tell us what side you want me to argue and what side you want Brennen to argue and who you want to go first and all that.
Okay. Here we go. All right. So the first topic is this might be a little hard for some people, but the topic is, do white people have culture? And Antonio,
all right,
you have to argue that they don't, and Brennen has to argue that they do.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna be a dumbass and look up what that
means.
This
is a very interesting topic. I would not have expected that. Actually, no. I think this is a very Deen topic. I appreciate that. Okay,
we'll see.
Do white people have culture, huh?
Yeah, I mean, culture can mean like a broad range of things. So
yeah, that's okay. So wait, I'm arguing that they do.
No, Brennen is arguing that they do. You're arguing that they do not.
That they don't. Okay.
I don't like. I'm trying to look up like what culture is for like white people. I'm getting all racist.
Hey, you're cheating. No outside sources. No outside sources.
None.
I was just trying to remember.
You're trying to get disqualified, buddy.
Look, I am not kidding you.
What?
Literally the first thing that when I look up white culture, it says rugged racism.
Yeah. Then
use that as a debate point.
Anyway, Deen, who would you like to present their argument first?
Looks like Brennan has a little bit more thinking to do. So let's have Antonio. You present your topic first.
Okay. I will present my argument first. I'm setting a minute on my timer here, so I have a minute to present my arguments. Okay.
Freaking the last time was all stuff like video game versus video game and phone versus phone. Dean pulls up with fucking culture and shit.
Yeah, Dean, what the hell? I mean, I appreciate the variety in topics.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
So I'm arguing that, just to be clear, I'm arguing that white people do not have culture. Okay, here we
Begin
go.
whenever.
Minute on the clock, starting now. All right, so, when you hear the term white people, what do you think of? I'm going to tell you what you don't think of, and that's culture. Because white people are the least cultured people of society. And here's why. With other culture, with other ethnicities and races, like they have all of their like aspects of culture, like the Hispanic culture, for example, is a very great culture. They're very focused on like family aspects and gathering together. And another example, because that's the extent I know about that, is the like Asian cultures, right? They're also very like focused on like getting together and they have a very strong emphasis on family. And fuck. So my time just ran out, but white people don't have that. And that's my argument. Thank you for
Okay. Brennan,
Wow,
would you like to present
really
your
fast.
argument?
You don't realize how long was a minute? How long? I feel like did we have 2 minutes last time, or did we have a minute?
No, we had a minute.
We had a minute. Okay,
Dang,
all right.
that's
Sorry.
fast.
All right, it is. Okay.
Let me. Okay, let's see here.
I don't.
Would you like to present your argument, Brennan?
Yeah, top that argument, Brennan. I
Top
dare
that.
you.
Mine's just gonna be a lot of and mms.
That's okay. That's the name of the game.
That's the game, baby.
That's the game, baby. All right, I'm ready to start the timer whenever you're ready, Brennan.
Whenever Dean says go.
All right. Yeah. Dean, you decide.
And go.
All right. Minute on the clock.
White people.
Yeah.
White people. Some say they don't have culture, but I disagree because there is so many things that white people are known for doing. Or fuck, this sounds racist. There's so many things white people are known for doing that a lot of other people would say isn't normal or shouldn't be done. So, like, for example, Christianity is a very commonly white person thing. So that's part of their culture. Taking things. Started thinking of like Columbus and shit. Stealing stuff.
Okay, well, lucky for you, Brennan, your time is now up.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say, I think Antonio won that.
Just give it to
Yeah, Antonio might have won that argument.
Okay, here's the thing, though. Like, I appreciate like that I win, but I also think that you know, with these topics, you know, you want to try to give both sides a chance. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
I'll give an easier one. Okay.
No. You're not. Well, you don't get to do another one because you just.
Oh,
did
it's
your
only
first,
one.
Well, you did your first one. Now, I'll say Brennan, you can go next. But now Brennan goes, and then me and you argue, and then I go. We rotate essentially.
Okay.
So I mean, and usually at the after we're both done debating, usually like if you wanted to, you could give like some commentary on like, you know, what arguments you think were stronger or not. But you basically you already told me I won, so.
Okay, Antonio has first.
Yeah.
My bad. Well, my reasoning is that Brennan was struggling to come up with a single point. So
Even though I came up with 1 point and then used it for both both examples. Fair enough.
it was kind of like 1 versus 0 in this case. I mean, he had Christianity, but wasn't a lot of explanation behind that one.
You know what? I'm
No,
not gonna argue if I'm getting a point. So, we shall continue.
Okay,
Brennen.
so on a happier topic,
Yeah.
or a different debate topic,
Mm-hmm.
the one I want to do. So mine are both pretty video game themed again. But so for mine, this is why I was asking you this earlier, Deen. Mine is debating on which Pokemon style is better, the original 2D games from like the original up to Black and White, or the 3D games from X and Y up to like the current games.
Oh, okay.
And for 3D, I want to give that to Antonio, and for 2D Classic, I want to give that to Deen. And I think
Right.
I want Deen to go first.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Deen, you are arguing why 2D style Pokemon games are better than 3D.
I have my timer set up, even
Minute
though
on the
it's not
clock.
visible.
Yep.
Okay.
So whenever you are ready, I will start it.
Begin.
All right.
Okay, so 2D Pokemon games. What do we know and love about them? They're nostalgic. You remember them. Why? Because they're beautiful. They're pristine creations, all right? They look amazing. You look at these new modern 3D games, right? And you look at this new Pokemon Sword and Shield game, and what do you see? You see trees that look like they were made in Majora's Mask, all right? Those are not good graphics. The grass, a singular polygon. You know what? 2D Pokemon games have more pixels than that. It's just not good. And then you look at the older 2D games, and you realize why they're so good is that they're simple. They're not overcomplicating things. There's a lot of layers, but they're easy to understand. You progress, you go to the next gym, you talk to all the people in the world, you create the story, and you have a good time. That's Pokemon. That's the original style. It's not hard to get down, but with these 3D ones, they're complicating things, you know? Okay.
Yeah, that was very good, Dean. That was very impressive.
Thank you.
I'll give that one to you.
Okay, thank you.
Not saying that you won. I'm just saying that you made a, your argument was decent. Okay. But now let's get to mine. All right. So,
Antonio, start whenever you are ready.
All right. Starting now. So, 3D Pokemon. Here's the thing. 2D Pokemon is great. We all know this. Okay? It laid the groundwork for 3D. But that's precisely what it did. It laid the groundwork. With the 2D games, they were restricted. Okay? With the hardware that they were on, they couldn't go the distance that 3D can. Okay? And you can say that about any franchise. Okay? What's better? 2D Zelda or 3D Zelda. You get so much more out of 3D Zelda. 2D Mario or 3D Mario. You get so much more out of 3D Mario. You have a whole other dimension to work with. You can move in any direction you want. You're not restricted to a plane. With Pokemon, there's so much more to see in a 3D game. There's so much more. The environments are crisper. The graphics are more pleasant to look at. Okay? Yeah, you could look at the trees. But why would you want to look at the trees when there's all these beautiful Pokemon running around? Okay, that's the name of the game, is Pokemon. It's not trees, okay? It's not trees, the video game. You're looking at the Pokemon, okay? And the Pokemon are beautiful. And that's my argument, because time is up.
You know what? I tend to disagree, but that was a decent argument. Not as good as mine, but it was a decent argument.
I gave my 2 cents.
Okay, so one, I don't know what Dean were talking about. For me, both of those arguments were pretty even. They're both provided great facts, and both. I'm going to tell you right now, Antonio, that there was an easy way you would have won this. Cheated. I'm not saying who won yet, but I'm saying there's an easy way you could have cheated a win out of this. If you would have mentioned 3D, and 3D was what introduced Mega Evolutions, you would have instantly won.
Oh shit!
Because I'm a little biased on that, and if you would have said that, I would have instantly picked you. But since you didn't, now it's a hard contest. Because Deen provided some good facts about how I love the 3D games, but 2Ds were a lot more simpler back in the day. They were a lot more straightforward and a little bit more focused on like objectives.
Yeah, but 3D, like, there's still
No debating.
Sorry.
Debate is over.
You're right.
Debate is over.
My bad.
Debate is over.
My
It's
bad.
over, son.
But with what Antonio talked about, I love it because he also talked about how with the 3D it broke a lot of limits that 2D had. Like one of the things I will love about 3D is 8-direction movement. I will always love that about 3D Pokemon. This is a hard one. You both provided.
See, if allowed, I could provide a good counter argument to Antonio's standpoint.
That's why it matters who goes first and who goes second, because I was able to provide a counter argument to yours.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh man, this is a hard one. But just thinking about how it was and all the points that was made, I hate it because he won last round, but I think Antonio.
Let's go, dude.
Fuck you. I was going to say, the 3D worlds, once you transition, they make it, you know what they have? They have holes in the game.
Yeah.
You don't go everywhere and find a Pokemon now. You've taken a condensed game and you spread it out.
Doesn't really matter now, all the cool stuff I still won.
Everywhere. It's a little everywhere, and now you can't find any cool stuff.
You know, all I hear out of you right now is
Dean is mad that he lost, so Antonio.
Yeah. But Dean, you may be mad that you lost that round, but you have a chance to gain a point because now it is my turn to pick a topic for you and Brennen to debate.
Okay.
So let me pull up my little list here. Okay. Yes. Okay. I know exactly which one I want to do. So, here's the... Okay, I'm going to do this one no matter what.
Before you go, real quick, we've checked to make sure that audio is recording, right?
Yeah, I did. I checked before.
Okay. I just made sure.
Yeah, that would suck if it wasn't, but I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway.
Okay.
So, you know what? Okay. Yeah, we're going to do this one. Okay, my debate is Vine versus TikTok. And I want Brennen to argue for Vine, and I want Dean to argue for TikTok.
Yes.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like Brennen could argue either one. So like I don't know.
I honestly could because I spent a lot of time on Vine and a lot of time on TikTok.
Yeah, that's why this one. Either way, I really wanted to do this one though, so I'm not gonna back down on it.
Vine versus TikTok. All right,
Dean, you're gonna have to put in some work. And you know what? Because of that, I'm gonna say I want Brennen to go first, so you have a chance to counter any argument that he makes.
Okay.
So Brennen,
I will take that.
Yeah, you have a minute on the clock, starting whenever you're ready, to argue for why Vine is better than TikTok.
Okay, I'm ready. So start me. Tell me to go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Vine is the OG. It was even before Musical.ly, like the original version of TikTok. You know how much fun I had making Vines with you, Antonio? Remember when we used to do that after basketball practice? Vine was something that you could just easily make short little funny videos with your friends. Vine has some of the OG original like comedians who are now some of the biggest people like on the internet, like King Bash, Thomas Sanders, like some of the originals, you know. And now there's these big names, and they all started on Vine. Vine gave them a base to start on, and now look where they are. Me and my friends who used to walk to school watching Vines on our phone and like make Vines in like the forest and like make funny little haunted videos all the time. Vine was just. It was the OG, you know, it was the original, like, good comedian source before we had all this really good, reliable stuff that we could get comedy from. And Vine, honestly, it's just like, I miss Vine a lot. I really wish Vine would come back. But it's just, and
all right, time is up.
Okay.
Thank you, Brennen, for presenting your arguments.
Ow, my back. I hurt my back.
Okay. Dean, with Brennan's argument given, you now have a minute to present your argument on why TikTok is better than Vine. And that starts whenever you're ready.
I feel like this is going to hurt Dean's soul.
I'm interested to see what he's going to say. All right, ready?
begin.
All right.
Okay, so as we know, TikTok and Vine, video building platforms. You just make a small little comedic video and you build off of it, right? Vine, you had these original creators. Very good, King Bach. But you know what happened when Vine went away? They moved to TikTok. His comedy moved to TikTok. He evolved. King Bach evolved, guys. And now his memes are picked up by everyone and they are spread around. They only had the one on Vine, but now he's everywhere. Thomas Sanders, he couldn't take the heat. He died out. We don't hear anything from him anymore. He's dead in the water. And you know what's better? TikTok is the better Vine because you can react to other people's videos and build off the content. Like, the famous bread video. That builds off the joke. You can make it even further. Or the famous person held captive video. We all love that one, right? That one is hilarious. You can build off videos. Vine, it's just a simple one.
Time is up. Okay. Well, Deen, I have to say, I think you did a good job. I'm going to be honest. Both of you guys did good. I want to say that right off the bat. Both of you guys did very well in presenting your arguments. I will say this. I definitely have a bias because I am not the biggest fan of TikTok. I think TikTok is great. It's just not for me. But here's the other thing. I never really used Vine. So, maybe I'm not as biased as I think. But essentially what I'm saying is I think Deen had a lot harder time to make a good argument for me than Brennen did. That being said, I think Brennen had a lot of good points about how, Vine was, the original short video platform. A lot of creators came from that platform. But you could say the same about TikTok. A lot of creators, well-established creators nowadays are coming from TikTok. And I do very much agree that, one thing that you could have said, Deen, that I don't think I caught you saying is you could have mentioned how TikToks can be longer than Vines. And that's a big advantage of TikTok over Vine. This is a tough one. As much as I really wanted. You know what? No. I'm sorry. I'm changing my mind at the last minute. Deen, I'm giving you the point.
Yeah.
Because I think you had a very hard argument to make, and I think you did a very good job considering
baby.
That.
Woo!
So, Deen, you got your first point. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even when the odds were stacked against you, you pulled through.
Wow.
I know, Brennen. I know. You may not, and you know what? You watching, Donovan, you may not have agreed with that, but I don't care because I can't see what you're typing in the chat if you are typing in the chat. So
my color is the TikTok background. Look at this.
Exactly. And
this is TikTok color.
That's why I picked you for TikTok. Okay.
all Donovan's talking about is Taco Bell.
Okay, awesome. All right. Good. As he should. All right. So, Deen, would you please present your next topic of debate?
Okay. This next topic, it's a little different, okay? Very much in a different direction than the last
Dean's topics.
Okay, no. You're gonna like this one. Okay. So this next one, we all love TV, right? We all love television.
Okay.
Sure.
We all love watching things. Now,
sure.
Do you guys prefer? There are two different formats. Do you prefer live action, real TV shows, or do you prefer anime? Antonio, you will be arguing in the point of live action real TV shows.
Okay.
And Brennen, you will be arguing in the point of anime.
Okay. God, I was really expecting you to say that I was going to argue.
I know. I was expecting him to do a switch because I know he knows that I watch anime and you're more live action. So
we're gonna build off the strong suits here. I want your strongest arguments.
I appreciate that. I think just as funny as giving a topic that you could have given me anime and it would have been funny to watch me scramble to make a good argument. But I think it's just as entertaining to watch someone who's well equipped with live action give that argument and someone who's well equipped with anime give a strong argument.
I want the strongest arguments here.
Yeah, I appreciate that choice. All right, so who would you like to go first?
Okay, let's have
Me just with my anime poster right behind me.
Yeah, exactly.
let's have Antonio go first.
And anime sword.
Okay, I gotta go first.
Actually,
All
wait. Brennan goes first since you went first last time.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, so Brennan, whenever you're ready, got the time, ready to start.
Okay, I am ready.
All right, and go.
So anime, or commonly just animation shows in general, are a huge, amazing thing to watch. And the reason I say that is live action has some great stuff in it, but with the anime and animations, there's no limits. When you're doing live action, you got to have all the stunt doubles, all the equipment. You got to have millions of dollars for the CGI, the artwork, all the planning. When you're doing animation, all it is the animating of the actual scene. There's no big props. There's no big setup. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing about worrying about anyone getting hurt. There's nothing wrong about anything going wrong. There's countless times where people have gone hurt or injured on sets that are big action scenes. When you're animating, there's so many different stories you can tell in so many different ways. And with animation style, there's so many different ways to animate things. Like with dark ground and shades and different animation styles, with some more gritty and make it look more action or gory, or some with more smooth and like darker tones to make it more
Okay,
sad.
time is up.
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
I think that was pretty good.
I literally just watched anime today because the new anime I was
Well,
waiting for.
There
The
you
new
go.
anime I was waiting for is coming out. A new episode came out today.
Well, there you go. Okay. Well, that was that. So now it is my turn to give my argument, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
All right. Start the clock right now. All right. So, let's just get one thing out of the way. Anime and live action TV, they're both great. They're both forms of entertainment. They're both lovable. Here's why live action is better. When you watch an anime and you watch, there's so much absurd things that happen in anime. Oh, a hot girl walks by, a guy nosebleeds like super, weirdly. It's so weird. Like that would never happen in real life. A girl walks by with like gigantic boobs. That's unrealistic. That's not going to happen in real life. Not always, at least. It just sets unrealistic expectations. And that's why live action is better. Because with live action, even with the most outrageous of live action shows, there's still, you get these real characters. You get to see these real people with faces that you could see in real life, proportions that you could see in real life. You know what I mean? It's all real, and it makes you feel real emotions. Okay, anime, maybe you may be able to feel real emotions through anime, but with live action, you see is what you get, and that's why live action is better. And my time is up, so thank you for listening. Oh, also, Donovan wanted me to mention Zach and Cody.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Too late.
So that's that.
Well, I think you guys had very good arguments right here, and I think one of the groundbreaking points is that I wish it. Brennan talked a lot about safety, and I think safety is an important key because if we think back to one of the famous shows, iCarly, we noticed that the stunt double for Gibby breaks all of his ribs in the process of one stunt. He was decommissioned. Yeah. He could not do anything after that. That was a one and done. Are we supposed to like bank on the fact that his pain is real? His sadness, his grief from shattering all of his tiny little ribs inwards.
I'm pretty sure it was
a tough point.
But carry on.
Yeah. But see that's harsh. That's reality. But at the same time, it does set realistic expectations. That dog, that's live action.
Yeah.
That's how the world is.
Live action, so you can really ask, what is that dog doing?
Yeah, what is that dog
doing?
But the thing is, I feel like anime and animations have a wide spectrum of creativity, which they can take it to like no other as well. They have expansiveness. You can do anything basically, and it's basically between stuck to the ground and like take it to new levels, which stuck between. But I think I'm going to have to give it to Brennen on this one. I think Brennen took it away just by a little bit. Just by a little bit. I didn't expect the safety point. That was something I had not considered before. That was a pretty good argument.
It's always good to go at angles that you're not necessarily expecting.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all, well, it's usually good.
All those years of being a weeb came in handy.
It all led up to this, Brennan.
And my back
Brennan's
hurts
final
so goddamn much.
Okay. Well, with that, Brennan, would you please present your next topic of debate for me and Deen?
Oh, yeah. It's my second topic. I forgot about that. Okay. So this is going to be the deciding factor real quick. Have either of you watched the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies?
I have not.
Damn it. Okay, so I have to do something else then. Hold on, I gotta look at what my other.
I've seen a lot of scenes.
Yeah, I've seen
a lot of scenes.
Seen a handful of. I watched a review of those movies, but I did not seen the. Okay.
I've also seen a review. It's weird. I've seen the review, but not the actual movie.
Yeah, well, my logic was like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to watch these movies, so I'm just going to watch a review and get the gist, you know.
At this point, I've basically seen the entire movies just without like
context.
Review, just through reviews.
Okay.
Yeah, context.
Okay, well then then you know what, I'm gonna do it anyways, just because I think it'll be funny watching whoever gets picked at.
Oh no.
I want to do the biggest argument.
Yeah.
If anyone happens to watch this and is not happy with this or what I'm about to say, deal with it. I'm doing Tom Holland versus Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Oh no. Okay.
Only reason I'm not doing Andrew Garfield is because those two are my favorite. But Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man. It was bad writing. Good Spider-Man, bad writing.
Fair enough. All right.
I love Andrew Garfield. Tobey Maguire is my childhood, and Tom Holland is my second favorite. So we're gonna do Tobey Maguire Spider-Man versus Tom Holland Spider-Man.
All right. Who's gonna argue for which?
Now, so Deen, you said you've at least seen like scenes from it and stuff, right?
Yeah, I've seen a lot.
I don't feel like Antonio's seen probably anything from it, really.
I mean, I've seen. I think Dean's probably seen a lot more than I have. So
I think I've seen a decent amount of Tobey.
Okay. Well then, Deen, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have Deen fight for Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
And Antonio, because I know Antonio's seen Tom Holland movies, I'll give it to Antonio for Tom Holland.
Yes. Okay.
Now, to go first, to help give Deen a little bit of leeway, because he doesn't know that much about Tobey Maguire, I want Antonio to go first, explaining why Tom Holland is better.
Okay. Fair enough.
So Deen can have a little bit of a counter argument in his.
Okay, so just to be clear, so I'm arguing why Tom Holland
is better Spider-Man
than Tobey Maguire. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a minute on the clock?
You start whenever you're ready.
Starting now. All right, so the Spider-Man debate is a big one. You know what I mean? Especially with the new movie coming out and the possibility of all three Spider-Mans coming together. It's a hot topic right now. Tom Holland is the pinnacle of live-action Spider-Man because here's the thing. When you think of Peter Parker, I don't know about you, but I think of, a young guy in high school, still learning how to be a superhero. You know what I mean? And that's what Tom Holland is. He's this young guy. He's this up-and-coming actor. He has been for a while, and he's still, I think he's still developing. He's pretty well developed, but he's a young guy and he's learning things, just as Peter Parker is in the movies. When you look at Tobey Maguire, he's like this old guy. You know what I mean? And I've just always thought that that's weird that this older guy is playing Peter Parker. He kind of doesn't really represent what I think Peter Parker should represent in Spider-Man. And not only that, but Tom Holland in the movies that he's been in has been able to build off of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it really improves his movies. And that is my argument.
Impressive.
Okay.
Impressive.
Check me out.
All right, Deen, I give you the floor.
I wish you luck, Deen. I'm shaking your hand.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. All right.
Above screen, or I'll do it below.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Shake hands.
Okay. Cool. Good luck.
Okay. So to begin, we all know Spider-Man. Spider-Man is someone
I didn't start your timer. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, go. Go.
Spider-Man is not only a high school student, but we also need to take into account that Spider-Man is a nerd. Tom Holland, you see, he's kind of like the hot boy Spider-Man. He doesn't represent the nerdiness that Tobey Maguire represents. Tobey Maguire, he keeps it real. He's not all for show. He's not this new character on the scene. He's doing his job, and he's doing it well. You think of these iconic scenes, the pizza scene. When he puts down the pizza and he says it's pizza time, that's Tobey Maguire. When he gets angry, you can see the emotion in his face. He pulls down his hair, makes it super emo. That's how you know. He makes it clear to the audience that he is in fact now an evil Spider-Man. You see, Tobey Maguire, he doesn't even have his own, you see, Tobey Maguire, he has his own villains. Tom Holland, he has what? The Vulture? He was just after Tony Stark. The Mysterio after Tony Stark. And in this new movie, they're bringing back who? Tobey Maguire. He's coming back, baby, because he's the one and only.
Time is up.
Okay.
Brennan.
So, Deen, just first, you did way better than I thought you would. So I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Antonio, you also did very good. But I also knew you'd do pretty good because I also know that you're a fan of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
That is correct.
So when it comes to both of you, you both made great points. Because when it comes to me for my favorite Spider-Man, it's Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield. Again, Andrew Garfield's a good Spider-Man, bad writing. This just happens to be the order I like him. Because when it comes to the two, for me, Tobey Maguire is a better Spider-Man, but Tom Holland's a better Peter Parker. Because I agree on that. Spider-Man, as Antonio said, is supposed to be a high schooler. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man got his powers right before he graduated high school and then started college. So he's way older than he really should have been. But a lot of like what Deen was saying, Tobey Maguire had really good emotions with his movies. It's memed upon a lot. You know how emotional his face is when it comes to a lot of scenes in these movies. And then the biggest point for Deen, which is really heavy for me, because as much as I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man and Peter Parker, I hate his villains just because every single one of them has had something to do with hating on Tony Stark. The Vulture, he's a villain. Oh, because he lost his job to Tony Stark. Mysterio, oh, he's a villain, and his whole crew is villains because they all either lost something or some had something stolen from Tony Stark. With Tobey Maguire's villain, it's a crazy scientist who went mad, injected himself with his own poisonous gas, and wanted revenge on the company. And then his other most famous villain, Doc Ock, was a scientist who wanted to do good for the world, lost to his own creation, and couldn't see through his own creation that it was bad. So their villains had more character to them. As for which one of you won, because you both did very good arguments, I think you will always be my favorite Spider-Man. But Antonio gave a better argument for Tom Holland.
No way.
So I have to give it, and that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot for me because I literally watch Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies like probably at least once every couple months or so. So that's saying a lot for me. But Antonio, you just did a good point drawing some of the conclusions. The main thing for me, though, even though, like I said, Tobey Maguire is way better in my own mind, the main thing you pointed out for me was the high school, about how he's supposed to be way younger and how Tobey Maguire literally graduated in the first movie.
That's how it is. I also just think Tobey Maguire looks a lot older. Well, and he is.
He was way older than he really, but
nevertheless, I appreciate that.
Pizza time.
Either way, Deen, you were a good adversary.
Thank you.
So now
shake hands below the screen.
Yeah, shake hands. Good game.
Yeah.
Okay, so currently right now, not to brag or anything, but I have 3 points of debate wins, and you guys each have 1, which means this last debate between you guys
is tying for second place.
It breaks the tie. So whichever one of you wins is officially in second place and wins amongst the both of you. So I wish you luck.
Among us? Sorry.
Shut up. And I will give you... Oh, you're already losing points, Brennan. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. I've been losing points since I was born.
I'm giving you your next topic of debate. Okay, so I think okay, we're going to do this. Because we just went through Halloween and Christmas is coming up. The debate on everyone's mind is which one is better, Halloween or Christmas.
Oh
So
no.
I want now I could go. You know what? Because both of you guys were nice and gave the topics that I think each person deserved. I'm gonna. Well, here's the thing. I think Brennan could do either. I know that Dean cannot do one of them. So I'm gonna say, Dean, I want you to argue for why Halloween is better, and I want Brennan. I want you to argue for why Christmas is better. Brennan, I think you could do either. Personally,
That's fair.
yeah.
Halloween and Christmas are both my favorite holidays. I like Halloween a little bit more just because I'm into spooky shit.
Yeah.
But I think to be fair to Dean,
Yeah, I think it's only fair.
We should give him Halloween. Then
Yeah,
I'll do
I'm gonna let Dean get Halloween.
Thank you. I
So,
could not
okay.
support Christmas in any way.
I hope you know. I'm telling you right now, before we even do this debate, I am not going to be mentioning Christmas music at all in my debate for Christmas.
That is fair.
Okay. That is one of the few things I hate about Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's gonna be, it might already be one of my counter arguments.
yeah. It would be a decent argument if you decided to go that route.
I don't blame you.
That being said, I'm not saying that that's going to make you win if you bring that up, but okay. So I think I had Brennan go first last time, so I think I'm going to have Dean go first this time.
Okay.
So Dean, you have a minute to present your argument on why Halloween is better than Christmas. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
All right.
So let's begin.
All right.
So we all know Halloween as the holiday with spooks and scares, frights and gas, and all that creepy cool stuff. And you know why it's like that? It's because you get to dress up for Halloween. You get to go crazy. You get to scare people. It's basically like the Purge, but with limits. You get to do anything you want on Halloween. You can go crazy, throw parties. And you guys remember the night before Halloween with Skeleton Jack? You know what happened? See, the night before Christmas, he gets into this thing and he goes and he's like, wow, look how cool Christmas is. And then he realized that he fucking hates Christmas, which is the thing. Because Halloween is just so much better. And then he goes back to Halloween and he realizes how cool this is. And Christmas, you have these repeating holidays every year. They play Christmas music on Halloween. That's how much Christmas fans are like overjoyed with it. They can't get enough that it's just the same constant loop every year. Halloween, new things come in, different suits, different topics. It's a new thing every year. New thing.
Stop.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have to that point that Dean made right there, where saying that like new stuff comes every year. No, that was good.
It's a good point. It's a good point. But Brennan, you have a chance.
I'm ready
to give your arguments.
I'm ready.
A minute on the clock.
I'm ready.
3. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Christmas. For a lot of us, Christmas is one of the best times of the year. That was not supposed to be a pun, but it works. Christmas brings a lot of family together. It brings a lot of family together. You'll never forget how happy you were. Shut up, Dean. This is not your... It always brings family together. Opening up Christmas underneath the Christmas tree, spending time with family, the great food you eat on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, some of the amazing memories you make. And don't even get me started on the lights. I love Christmas because of the decorations. I love the Christmas lights. I love going to big houses that have done like huge light displays all over their house, or the really cool ones that have them sing to like the radios and have them do little shows to music and stuff like that. Just Christmas is a jolly. Christmas is a jolly season, and it brings a lot of people together. And it's one of those things to where it always makes you joyful, and it always makes you feel like it's going to be a good day.
Okay.
I literally unintentionally made 2 Christmas puns in that goddamn debate, and I'm so mad.
I only caught one. I only caught the best time of the year one. What was that?
I said jolly.
Oh. Well,
I didn't mean to. I just like,
I don't even know if you just said,
I don't know. People just like qualify jolly with Christmas a lot, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Okay. This is a tough one. I think you guys both did very well. I like the arguments that you brought up. Dean, I think you had a really good point. Like Christmas, it gets a very repetitive. Like people like play the same songs over and over, and it gets very tiresome. And it goes on like way past when it should. Like it happens way earlier than it probably should. But Brennan, you also made some very good arguments. You know, the family aspect of Christmas is a really important one. I would know about making an argument about family because I did that twice earlier. Um, you know, the lights.
Dominic Toretto.
They're very. I mean, here's the thing though, and you might not like to hear this, but I think the aspect of the lights. I do think that can go to both Halloween and Christmas. Christmas it's a lot more prominent, but Halloween is you definitely got a lot of those aspects with Halloween too, and I don't know with I think the point about Halloween, or the point about Christmas being very repetitive. You can't necessarily say the same thing about Halloween. I don't feel like anyone is ever celebrating Halloween like before October. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's how it should be. So I think that was a very good argument. It pains me because I think overall, and also Brennan, I want to say, you mentioned how Halloween or Christmas brings people together, and then as much as Deen should not have interrupted you, he did bring up indirectly a good point that it doesn't bring every family together.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah, I know it was a joke, but it is.
He took away like 5 seconds of my time.
Yeah. Nevertheless, you know what? I'm sorry, Brennan. I'm gonna have to give this one to Deen.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's go,
Brennan. You still did good. Here, give me a hand.
I could win too if I could have won. I could win too if I would have interrupted your discussion.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want a handshake.
You're like opposite to me. I got to go down like this way.
Oh shit. Okay, well this doesn't work then.
You guys are like shaking in like complete opposite directions.
Yeah. That's the same to me.
That's just how it works.
Antonio's shaking up here, and I'm coming down over here.
Yeah. Wait, Brennan. Wait, go like this, Brennan, or like do it the opposite way that you were doing it.
Up here?
No. Like you're like do it where you were before. Like yeah. Now do it on the other side.
Oh, down here.
Yeah.
Good. Good job.
Yes. Okay, that's not exactly how I was thinking you were going to do it, but I will. Anyway, guys, this is not the handshaking episode. That will be a future episode, though.
What?
Maybe, I don't know. Either way, so the final tally of points is I have 3, Deen has 2, Brennan, you have 1. But nevertheless, guys, we all did very well. Thank you guys for joining me today. You know what? You can flip me off as much as you want. It's okay because I still want
me and Deen are flipping each other off.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Carry on. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me today for this episode of Chit Chats. Donovan, I just remembered you're here. I hope you enjoyed being an audience member for this episode. You better still watch it when it comes out. But that being said, thank you guys for watching this episode of Chit Chats, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let's go. The new wave. All right.